I built something for coaches who avoid their numbers. And here's what it looks like. This takes under 20 minutes to set up, and AI actually built the whole thing for me. I just want to show it to you before I explain anything so you can kind of get a feel for it. Let me show you a couple of my favorite things. When something positive happens in your business, like maybe you cross a milestone or your opt-in rate goes up, it does that. Gives you a little celebration, yay, and some confetti. And this part over here, this is my favorite part. It basically reads through your whole funnel, finds the first most important thing that you should focus on, and makes a recommendation for which metric to pay attention to and gives you some recommendations for how to fix the problem. Not 5 things to do, just the one most important thing. This is totally free, and by the end of this video, you'll have your own. So a while ago, a coach in an online community I'm in posted that she set up an automated task in Claude that runs her weekly numbers. And the response was immediate. Coaches were excited because we all know we're supposed to be tracking our numbers, and most of us are not. And it's obviously not because we don't care. It's because pulling numbers can be really tedious. They live in like 5 different places. And even when you manage to drag them all together, you're likely staring at them going, all right, now what do I do with this? You might think, oh, that looks like my opt-in rate is low, but is it too low? What is it supposed to be? Is that the actual problem, or is the problem really something earlier in the funnel? Unfortunately, most of us coaches probably spend more time just feeling bad about our numbers than actually doing anything with them. And it makes total sense. Gathering the numbers is kind of a challenge. Getting them into one spot might also be a challenge. Visualizing them so that they make sense, problematic. So what we really need is a system that helps wrangle those numbers and tells us what they mean. So I built one. It's called Business Pulse. Here's what it does. When you first set it up, it has a conversation with you about your business. To use this, you'll need Claude, the paid version, the $20 a month one, and you'll need the Claude desktop app, not the Claude in your browser, the actual desktop app. You'll be using a feature called Cowork, and I know that's a potential stopping point for you, especially if you're currently using ChatGPT. And the thing I hear from most coaches is, I've spent so long training ChatGPT and I don't want to start over. I actually made a whole video about this, and I'll link it in the description. But the short answer is Claude made it very easy to bring everything over from ChatGPT in under 5 minutes. The switch is genuinely not as scary as it may feel. Okay, let me show you how to set this up. First, you'll go to the link in the description, give me your email address, and I'll send you the link to this page. You'll click this button to download the skill. Just click and you'll see it process and wind up in your downloads. Okay, so there it is. Now you'll open your Claude desktop app and you're going to go to Cowork. Now you're going to come over here to customize and click there, then click on skills, and then you're going to see a little plus sign here. Click that and you'll get a drag and drop area when you click on upload a skill, and then you're just going to drop that skill right in. That's it. The skill is installed. That's the whole installation. Now you're going to start a new task in Cowork. It's going to ask you to choose a folder, and this is where your dashboard and your data are going to live. I'd create a new folder, call it something like Business Pulse or Business Metric, ideally someplace where it gets backed up like in iCloud. I do all of my folders on my desktop inside a main folder I call Claude Code Files, but you can put it in any folder. If you're on a Mac, just click on your desktop and then go to File, New Folder. I'm going to use this demo folder myself. Once your folder is selected, now just type the / button and you'll see the skill appear. Click on it. Now, all of this stuff here, you don't have to pay attention to. It's kind of in the background. It's just giving you some descriptions about the skill. And you could just type something like, let's begin. So you'll see everything kind of starting up. It's going to do some thinking. It's going to load everything. Okay, now, Claude Cowork is very smart. It knows that I've already done this. So it's just asking me, hey, do you want to update your numbers? But for you, it's going to start asking you questions about you and your business to determine which numbers you should be tracking. So it may ask you like what kind of coaching you do, how many years you've been in business, do you have clients? It wants to understand where you're starting from. Then it's going to map out your whole funnel. Even if your whole funnel is I talk to people and they book consults, it's just going to get very specific to you. It wants to understand what your current process is. So it actually starts at the end. Like when someone pays you, how does that happen? Do you send them a Stripe link? Do you send them to a checkout page? And then it's going to work backwards to understand how people move through your funnel. The reason it does this is so that it only tracks the numbers that actually make sense for your funnel. Like if you don't do webinars, it's not going to ask you about your webinar stats. It figures out what applies to you. Based on what you told it, it'll suggest a set of metrics. And this is kind of important. It'll push you towards tracking less, not more. Because the thing that kills tracking is trying to track everything. You end up not doing it at all. So if it feels like enough, just say yes and keep going. You can always add more later. And if there are some metrics that you're really interested in tracking, you tell it, hey, I want to track this. It's totally fine. It's flexible. It'll allow you to track as much or as little as you actually want. And one of the last things it's going to ask you about are your brand colors. You don't have to have brand colors. It'll give you an option to just use like an attractive palette. But if you have them, you can share your hex codes. You can upload an image. You can even upload your logo that has your colors in it. Give it the link to your website. It makes it easy for you to add those colors. And then it will just save everything and literally start building your dashboard. The way that you'll get to this is you'll see on the side and actually in the chat, it'll give you a link to go right to your dashboard. Let me tell it here to give that to me. I said, can you please give me the link to my dashboard? You can see it right there. View your Business Pulse dashboard. It'll give you a link. And this is one I actually created as a different demo. And then you can click, it'll have your browser here. So you can click the browser, click allow, and it will open up in your browser. Every time you update your metrics, this is what you'll get. It's actually going to live at the same URL every time, so you can bookmark this page. And if you go into Claude and update some numbers, like let's say you chat with it and say, I want to update my dashboard, here's my email stats for this week. And once it's updated, you can just come back to that page and just refresh, and it will update with your new numbers. Every time you update your metrics, this is what you get: your data, your colors, your specific metrics. And yeah, the confetti never gets old. You've got an overview tab, tabs for each of your metric categories, charts showing trends over time, and then this. This is the part that makes it very different from a spreadsheet. It's not just showing your numbers, it's reading them. It goes through your funnel from left to right, finds the place something's off, and tells you this is what to fix next. Everything else, leave it alone for now. Fix this one thing first. So, for example, this YouTube one, I set this one up at the time I had one video posted. It says, your one focus, keep posting on YouTube. Makes so much sense. Before you start getting super granular about thumbnails and hooks and SEO optimized descriptions, girl, you only got one video, post some more videos. After your initial setup, your Business Pulse takes about 10 to 15 minutes a month, or weekly if you want more detail. You just open up a new task in Cowork. So you would just click new task, you type in / you'll see the Business Pulse option come up. Just select that and then say, I want to update my numbers, and it walks you through exactly like the first time, but faster because it already knows you. Your dashboard file is always in the same place in your folder. You can just bookmark it once. So you can just bookmark this page and then just always come back to it. The link to download the Business Pulse is in the description. It's totally free. You'll just give me your email address. I'll send it to you right away, along with a quick installation guide. Cowork will just walk you through one question at a time. If you're ever stuck, you can just tell it, I'm stuck, or I don't have that number, or I'm confused, and it will give you the help. It will actually go into your tools. Like for me, I use Kajabi. You can actually have it go into Kajabi and find the numbers for you. It's absolutely amazing. If something's clunky or confusing, let me know in the comments. I read everything and I will help you get through whatever issues you're having. And if you want help setting up AI in other parts of your coaching business, we can hop on a call, look at your business together, figure out where AI can actually help and where it honestly can't, and we can walk through a specific plan. That's my free AI game plan call, and the link is in the description too. So go set up your dashboard. I would love to see a screenshot of yours. Let me know in the comments what you think and what your questions are, and I'll see you in the next video.